10 things you didn't know about New York. How long have you lived in New York? Okay, we're not talking just to the New Yorkers. So how many times have you visited New York? Is it possible to calculate the total number of hours, days, weeks, months, or years you have spent in the city? There are crazy facts you did not know about this America's one of the wealthiest cities. Here are them. Number 1. Over 800 languages are spoken in New York. New York is more than what can be described as a multilingual city. It is the world's most diverse city linguistically. Imagine this. Only 51% of the city's residents speak English as their native language. This is chiefly due to the influx of immigrants. The vast majority of immigrants in the U.S. want to stay in the economic city, and they bring along their languages and tongues. As a result, languages such as Creole, French, Russian, Spanish, and Yiddish are heard in the streets of New York. Number 2. Wall Street stores a quarter of the world's gold bullion. This is another amazing fact. America's Federal Reserve Bank possesses an impressive gold vault that holds over 500,000 bars. It is one of the tourist attractions. Meanwhile, the bank actually owns none of the gold. It only takes the custody of the metal for various other banks and governments who own them. Number 3. The famous Empire State Building is big, so much that it has its own zip code. This gigantic 381-meter building was the tallest structure in the world until 1970, when it was the first World Trade Center tower. You may be surprised to know that the building has its own zip code, 10118 in New York. There are well over 1,000 different businesses in the Empire State Building, and it has been featured in more than 50 movies. Number 4. The 26th course menu from BarMasa, located in the Time Warner Center, makes it the most expensive restaurant in New York. The BarMasa restaurant has just 26 seats, with similarly 26 courses to work through. Masa has the biggest number of menu, and it's all about the numbers at Masa. You may pay up to anything between $400 and $700 per meal for the menu. The menu is selected by the chef, and it is exclusive. Number 5. You can pamper yourself at New York's most expensive spa in the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. You can treat yourself to a pamper session at New York's Mandarin Oriental, which hosts private spa experiences in a luxury suite. It costs $1,700 for you and your partner to enjoy 4 hours of treatments. The treatment begins with an essential oil bath and extends to a variety of Thai-inspired facials. It will be hard for you not to fall asleep during the 4-handed massages and body wraps. Number 6. The Hills on Governor's Island. Governor's Island in New York plays host to a 25-foot hill, on top of which you can have a 360-degree view of the harbor. Though the hill was an abandoned military base, it boasts 10 acres of public park space, just for lush greenery, playgrounds, bike paths, and more. Number 7. The Time Warner Penthouse at the Four Seasons is the most expensive hotel suite in New York. You need as much as $45,000 to have a 360-degree view of Manhattan, and from this hotel, where you have 24-hour access to personal Rolls-Royce butler with a personal trainer, there is a couple of interesting designs, such as a grand piano and leather walls. Number 8. It costs as much as $300,000 a year to run a hot dog stand in Central Park's prime spot. Hot dog stands might be tiny enterprises. However, to run it in the area of the city, such as Central Park, where you get a lot of football carts, is big business. You must obtain permits before you can have your stand on Fifth Avenue and close to various entrances to Central Park. And you will love to do it because sellers make a humongous profit doing so. Number 9. Einstein's eyes are stored somewhere in New York in a safe deposit when he died in 1955. To carry out the autopsy on his body, Einstein's brain was removed for it to be studied. For this reason, his eyes were also taken off and were given as a gift to his optician. The whereabouts of the safe deposit box are not yet known. They will be a great find one day. Number 10. The Tribeca's 18,000 skyscraper has no windows. The 18K skyscraper was built in 1974 as a store for technical telephone switching equipment. The architect's plan was to design fortitude against nuclear fallout in New York, so each of the 5.5 meters high floors was designed without windows. While no one is proud of such a building, the construction guarantees constant phone signal in case of a nuclear war in Manhattan. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.